This is what the scientists are saying. Let me read that again. Decades of scientific research into parapsychology, anything that's beyond normal, produced no convincing demonstration of the paranormal that can be reliably reproduced. Have they done any reading? That Larry Dawsey does like double-blind, randomized, peer-reviewed studies all about how prayer impacts people's health, right? And they're like the gold standard of scientific testing. I'm like, we just believe anything that our peers believe. It seems like that, you know? I mean, I was talking before about I'm a jerk, you know? I mean, we always think that it's them. We want to think it's them, and then we say, but it is them. My friends agree with me, but we don't see that your friends, like her scientist friends, you hang out with the people who agree with you is basically what I'm saying, right? They wouldn't be your friends otherwise. Anyway, that drives me crazy. I have nothing funny to say about it. I just want to say there's like, you guys are the emerging new consciousness who embraces stuff like the What the Bleep Do We Know film, you know? I mean, that's all that research that they do into meditation, how our minds impact war. Really good research. Really good. They had to, because they wanted to publish it, they had to do this research about meditation, and it just completely went. The more numbers of people that were meditating in this particular study, it was transcendental meditation, the less the incidence of crime in Lebanon and war in Lebanon. It was just like following exactly with the amounts of meditation. It was really good science, and like inarguable stuff. It's just like, what do you want to look at, you know, is the question, you know. So it's really great that you guys are all about peace, because I've noticed that my hatred and anger hasn't impacted much of anything. You know, I get mad sometimes at the world situation, and I used to be a peace activist, but in fact I was a pretty staunch peace activist, but angry. You know what I mean? It doesn't look good on you. No more war! Damn it! I want peace! Me and Cindy Sheehan and all the rest of them, damn it. I'm Martin Luther King and me. Gandhi and me. Doesn't work that way, so. We're like lighthouses, right? We can shine on everybody else, but not on ourselves. It's hard to see us. We're like a big eyeball that can't look at the eyeball. You know, we can see everything out there. It's almost like, you know, we relate to our view of life. We don't relate to our view of life like it's a view. We relate to our view like it's the truth. You know, don't we kind of? It's like we see this little slice of reality, this little slice of it, and we assume that's the truth, you know? I mean, it's like, have you ever seen those cones they give your dog when he's neutered? It's like we have one of those on, right? She's like, oh my God, life stinks. I cannot lick my sore genital area. You have no idea how much I want to lick that area. I'd like to see if there are actually genitals still there. I'm not sure. Oh, there will be no smelling of butts today either. Oh, life sucks. Two people in an argument are just sort of banging their cones into each other, right? They call that an Elizabethan collar. I guess Queen Elizabeth was fond of gnawing on herself or when the affairs of state became too much. I don't know. Yeah, it's like we have... Oh, it's like, Captain, there's a problem with the hologram. No, there's a problem with the holodeck. You know? It's sort of like having the problem, say, of not feeling attractive one day and going to the bathroom mirror and trying to fix it there. I think it's out there all the time. So there's been a big thing about creation, what's it called? Intelligent design versus Darwinism. Why only two? Well, what about my myth of creation? Vanda's myth of creation. I would like to get in on this argument. I would like to do my myth of creation and have them teach it in schools, and I don't see why I don't have an equal voice, you know. Here's my idea. In the beginning, there was nothingness, right? And all of a sudden it got tired of being nothingness. And it was like, you know what? this vast eternalness thing is getting really old. And then all of a sudden, this extreme sports jerk, you know, the kind of guy who's not happy unless he's perilously close to death? All of a sudden, he appears. He's like, dude, all right. I'm going to contemplate myself and create two-ness. And all of a sudden, there's two. Dude, what are you doing, my Homo sapien friend? Well, I'm basking in the delight of being, in the unending sea of omnipresent vibration. Well, me too. I'm also basking in the delight of being, in the unending sea of omnipresent vibration. I'm like staring into the face of God like 24/7, dude. Hey, let's descend into physical space-time, fragment into disparate parts, and reflect the source back to itself by making known the unknown. You wanna? Well, yeah, but let's make it a little challenging. Let's let a drunken forgetfulness about our divine origins overtake us. Dude, we'd be trapped in Maya or illusion. Excellent. And half of us will have these things dangling between our legs that totally get us into trouble. We want to like put them everywhere. Pokey, pokey, pokey with those. Dude, sex is like pizza. Even when it's mediocre, it's still pretty good. And the other half are badass. The other half, they choose to volunteer to think they have no soul and that they need a man to get to God. And all the major religions on the planet co-sign that. That is badass. Do you want to do that? I'm like, okay, yeah, but give me some debilitating voices in my head, though. Some self-sabotaging voices that I listened to for the first 3 decades of my life and then a little bit later on. All right, I'm there, dude. That's what I want them to teach in schools. That's what I want them to teach. It's more fun. Yeah. But here we are, woman, man. We're like the only species that doesn't really know what to do with ourselves, kind of. You know what I mean? Like dogs know exactly dogness. Dogs are the being of dog. Dogs are like being that. Cats are into their catness. You know, humans are like, huh? What do I do? You know? And my spiritual path has been like so wacky. If you look at like what you've done in terms of spiritual stuff, I don't know what kind of paths you guys have been down exactly, but just like if you think about just the physical parts of your spiritual path, it looks kind of wacky. Like here's mine. Catholicism. Communion. Rebelling against Catholicism. Taking the psychoactive path. Whoa! Yeah, some of you have been down the holy, sacred, ancient path of excess. You know what I'm talking about. And then there's dancing with the hippies at Brighton Bush. Sufi spinning. Woo! Woo! Somebody in this room does not smell good. Right? Then I took karate, martial arts. Ki-ai! Hey-ya! Stop it! Don't hurt me. Yoga. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the thighs, face to the legs, hands at your heart. Very good. Okay. And then I took a course with Harv Eker, millionaire mind guy, and we did this exercise to balance the right and the left side of the brain. I am enlightened. I am a millionaire. I am enlightened. I am a millionaire. You know, eating one raisin slowly and mindfully with John Kabat-Zinn. Am I enlightened yet? Tantra, I can't show you that. Okay. But we look ridiculous. From an alien perspective, they're like, oh my God, look at that agitated little speck of protoplasm. I mean, I want to get to God. I want to get to God. What do I have to do? You know?